welcome to episode number 13 of the podcast. And today I'm really excited because I'm here with Enelin Paas, and she's a digital nomad, works for a company in the Silicon Valley, and is also a speaker in one of the biggest business event in the Baltics. And yeah, if you're interested about what she has to say about her career and about her lifestyle as a digital nomad, and maybe also some advice she has for other people that want to go in that direction, then stay in the episode and we will be back in a few seconds. Very happy we could organize this, and warm welcome to you, Enelin.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation.
Yes, and basically in the beginning, do you want to tell a bit what you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, so maybe a little bit about my background as well. I'm from Estonia. Actually, I'm from a small city in South Estonia called Põlva, where I'm currently at as well, visiting my dad. And from there, after being in university in Tallinn, I started to work with startups, discovered my passion for marketing, and ended up working online in different kind of companies worldwide while traveling the world. And today I'm the head of partnerships at SafetyWing, which is a travel medical insurance company. As the first product, we are providing insurance for digital nomads, but also as a bigger goal, we want to create a global safety nest for people who are working online and traveling. So to provide all those kind of services that countries are providing for their people, like pension, maternity leave, disability, full healthcare system online for people who are working online and are flexible with the location. So this is a company and the biggest mission I'm working on now with SafetyWing. But also next to that, I'm an online teacher. I teach companies and marketers about affiliate marketing, how to create affiliate programs. I have an e-course about it. And also I'm a speaker about that, about marketing in general, affiliate marketing, partnerships, and also about nomad lifestyle.
Awesome. And I already saw the course actually on your LinkedIn. I will also link that in the podcast description. And more about the SafetyWing. I read it emerged in the Y Combinator.
Yeah.
And for the people that maybe don't know about it, it's the kind of an accelerator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where also
Y Combinator is
Airbnb and Reddit started.
Yeah, it's one of the most successful and well-known and biggest accelerator in the world. So accelerator means that if you have a business idea and a team, so you can go in any kind of accelerator. For example, in Baltics, we have Startup Wise Guys for that. Or build it, and so on. And you can, if you get accepted, you will be provided with office, mentors, a little bit of investment, and it accelerates the growth or getting started with your business, with your startup. So that's the point of the accelerator. So we were there, and then we launched in 2018 in February, and since then we have been growing crazy 20% monthly every single month. Until now we are having more than almost 11,000 paying customers already. And we reached, now today we already done more than $2 million, and we keep growing. And we also did our seed round. We got $3.5 million from VC investors.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Work pays off.
Yeah. And with the growth every month, that's quite incredible. I also I did some research, and I saw you actually didn't. I don't know if you do it now, but in the beginning you actually didn't have any marketing budget for that. You just did it through affiliate marketing. Did I understand that right?
Yes, yes.
And so
So,
can you maybe give a
uh,
little bit of an introduction into affiliate marketing for the people that are not so familiar with it?
yeah, sure. So yeah, for safety wing, I did it at the beginning. It's harder just to get started because like nobody knows what is your brand, like what are you doing or who are
Yeah.
you and are you trustworthy and so on. But after you get the first affiliates on board, who are they can be anyone depending on your business. For example, if you're having a bicycle store, then you could have affiliates or partners who are, for example, they're riding bicycles as a professional or as a hobby. They have a lot of followers, people who trust their opinion, and then you work together with those kind of people, but also companies who you know that are already talking with the audience that is a fit that you really want to also talk with. So you literally just naturally find different kind of accounts, people and businesses who you know that is a natural match, and you reach out and you ask for collaboration, and they would promote your product or service online, and when they sell they earn a commission. So in the end everybody wins. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
You sell, they sell, you sell, and yeah, everybody happy.
Yeah.
And affiliate marketing is very good because with ads, you are all the time putting money in, and once you run out of money, you don't have any more growth or sales as well. With
Yeah.
affiliate marketing, you after you already have this, for example, blog post about your bicycle out in that blog, or a video review about your bicycle in YouTube, it will always stay there. And after the collaboration has ended, like I don't know, 6 months ago it was posted, it will still keep getting you sales because the people
Yeah.
are still looking at it. So, and also you don't waste any money on ads because the cool thing about affiliate marketing is that when you collaborate with someone, you know actually what are you getting, who are you talking with. You are talking with exactly that Instagrammer or YouTubers followers. But with Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook will decide with their own algorithms where and for who they're going to show that ad that you are paying for. So with affiliate marketing, you can really control your marketing, your sales, your brand. It's organic, it's more authentic. Nobody likes ads, right?
Yeah.
And and it's also like risk free because you only pay when you actually sell. So it's perfect. And I have seen like so many great things about it. And with Safety Wing, we have been growing 20% month with that only partnerships and affiliates. And great feedback, great program, stable growth. And now today, because of that, also I made the e-course and teaching other businesses and solopreneurs to do the same.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, honestly, if you want to go in the online marketing, digital marketing direction, then you should definitely at least have a look at the course. I already had it seemed quite useful. And
Yeah.
yeah, so going a few steps backwards, you said you're from a very small town in Estonia, which is on its own
Yes.
small already. So
Totally.
how does a girl, and you also went studying marketing in the beginning, right? You were going into like political science or something like that?
Yeah, so actually not. I was I should be in the office working for the government with my bachelor's
Yeah.
degree right now.
Yeah, so
And
how did
yeah,
everything happen? How did you end up from
so
this in the Silicon Valley and now traveling around the world?
Yeah, I think what is my very special skill is that I'm very up for risks. And
Yeah.
that has taken me like for all the time. I'm in for different possibilities. I'm okay with stuff changing. I'm really
Mm.
I'm really up for all kind of risk that somebody can put on my table. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
And this kind of mentality has really brought me, I think, everything I have today. So yeah, starting from small place, I'm really also like kind of hyperactive, so I really like try to. I'm curious. I'm trying to look up all the things. I want to know how they work and
Mm.
then so on. So also like the curiosity as well. And I changed the school from Põlva. I went to Tartu, which is the second biggest city in Estonia, for high school,
Yeah.
and doing a lot of like other hobbies, music and sport, and then ended up in the university. Every time I moved, I lost all my friends and had to start again,
Hmm.
which
Yeah.
also makes you more I took more risks, but also it
Hmm.
made me more like stronger and more flexible. And then
Hmm.
in university, while you could just study, I was working, to make my own living, studying, and then also I was very extremely active in the student union. And I
Hmm.
think this is extremely important that I did it. So I was a tutor, then I was the head of the class kind of
Hmm.
thing, then I
Yeah.
was in the student council, a member, then I was a president, till I was the president of the whole student union for 2 mandates in a row, working
Oh,
together with the city of Tallinn, working together with the rector, doing all the budgeting, giving
wow.
speeches, leading the organization with 15 people, and we had more than 500 volunteers in the organization. So all those things like really taught me like how to deal with people, how to sell yourself to get elected, but also how to sell organization to get people working for free, right? For your
Yeah. Yeah.
organization, being volunteers, and how to talk with other kind of high level people, how to get what you want, good terms for students, higher budget, whatnot. So like for when you are in university, I highly, 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 highly recommend to be active in all kinds of organizations like that. Look up what you are having in your university today. It can be ISEC, it can be student union, it can be any kind of this kind of organization. Just go there, be active, get elected, and
Hmm.
do more stuff. It will give you back later so much more. So from there, from the student union, as I was so active, I also stood out. I also already got better job offers while I was still
Hmm.
studying. And I
Okay.
was already working for a cool startup while I was doing my master degree in the first year. And there I really discovered that, okay, actually, I don't really care about politics. I care about marketing, sales. And I was doing international sales already for an international company in Estonia. And
Hmm.
then I had some friends and close contacts in Silicon Valley, and they were like, "Hey, Enelin, come here." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" I packed my stuff, left my master, left my work, went with my savings that I had
Yeah.
that time. Maybe I had I had literally for three savings for 3 months.
Wow.
Because say the yeah to live in California is extremely expensive. It's like
Yeah.
insane. And I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And by that time, I already knew what I wanted. So I literally wrote down on a paper, so what I want from my life. And by
Mm.
that time, also, I have to say, I was a little bit burned out because I was studying. I was working in two places. I was still finishing the last mandate, second mandate in the university student union. That was a full-time
Hmm.
job, and I
Yeah.
get paid for. But I also had another job for a startup as well at the same time.
Oh,
So I was
wow.
working for two
Mm.
jobs and also studying. And then I was like, starting to burn out. And then I literally was thinking like, okay, I'm in the worst of a moment, like I'm going to have a mental breakdown really soon or get very sick if I
Yeah.
keep living this kind of crazy lifestyle. And then I wrote down like, what do I really, really want in my life? And I understood, okay, I like marketing. I love traveling. And okay. And then my close contacts in San Francisco were like, hey, Enelin, come here. And I was like, okay, like I can travel, and they are also startuppers. They do startup, and let's see what happens. And once I got there, I started to figure out how to make money online. And literally, I
just very
Googled.
quickly, how did you get those contacts in San Francisco?
They were Estonians. They were there with their startup, so they were they were just friends.
Oh, so you met them in Estonia and then they moved there and they just said,
Yeah,
hey, do you want to come
yeah,
along, basically?
so weird. Yeah,
That's
yeah. And then, well, actually, to be honest, there was a small love story also behind why I went there. So,
yeah, isn't there
so yeah,
always?
uh, yeah. And then I started when I was there already. I was like, okay, I have like 3 months of savings. I have to figure out something very fast or go back home. And
Yeah.
then I started Googling how to make money online. And I figured out at that time, it's so funny. I have heard so many people doing the same. And
Yeah.
it's crazy, but there's so much information out there. If you are already in the position that you know that your money will run out, you have to do something very fast. Your brain starts to act very like
Yeah.
much faster than regular because you're out of
Yeah.
your comfort zone. You are in danger, so to say, and you just have to make it. You have to make it work. And then at that time, it was like 4 or 5 years ago already, I found literally like 40, 50 ways to do whatever that I can travel and make money. And I picked out the most reasonable for me that time. That was Upwork.com, which is a freelancer platform.
Yeah.
By now, there's like, I don't know how many, I think 50 plus hundreds. I don't know even how many those kind of similar platforms like People Per Hour or Upwork.com is still running and huge. And I just joined the platform, made my CV there, put everything, all the work experience I had. A lot I could put there was also thanks to the student union. And also thanks to the first job I had that I got also thanks for the student union. So that's why like I can't say enough like I can't stretch enough like how important it is to start being active and start showing yourself and start getting real life experiences already in the university. You will be like so much more ahead. It will be so much easier.
Yeah.
So I put my all the CV in Upwork, all the job experiences, like and the projects I have done through that, and started to apply. And then I got my first gig with a very cheap price. I finished it learning by doing very fast, and I didn't even know how to do it. Whatever job it was, I don't even remember, to be honest. Maybe it was something like about SEO. I didn't know nothing about that, but at that time. And I was like, yeah, sure, I totally know everything. I got the job. I started working. The time was clicking. And I was just literally Googling and I made it work. I figured it out. I learned a lot. Client was happy. I got first review. And then from there, step by step, got more clients, raised my hour, got more clients, worked a lot. Got good reviews till with 6 months I was the top rated freelancer in Upwork with 100% job success score. And today I still have the profile there. If I ever want to use it, and with I already really, really good price per hour, I could, yeah. So I started with very low and with the hard work and just never giving up. I have to say I got per month I send out like 60 applications at least.
Wow.
And the first time only one got back to me, and I negotiated that almost like, please, I will work for free. I just need to prove myself. And yes, and get the first review. Because at the beginning, if you're joining a new platform, you're nobody. Like you have
I know.
a plain CV there, and you have to start from somewhere. And I literally, like, I just got like 59 no's, and I was like, oh my God, like this is terrible. And it's very hard to get so many no's. And then one guy was like, oh, okay, let's try it. I lowered my price, like basically for nothing. And he was happy.
Yeah.
And after the first review, then step by step, till the top rated freelancer with 6
And
months.
how long did it? Oh, in 6 months.
Yeah,
Okay,
6 months it took me to get on top.
That's still very good though.
Yeah, but it was only my only job at that time, so I put
Yeah.
every hour, like every day,
Yeah.
because of like
Mm,
okay, the savings started to end. I was like, oh my God, when the payment is coming, like work.
yeah.
Yeah, so very stressful time.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous when I even talk about it because it's just so stressful.
Um,
Literally.
well, right now I'm actually also trying to get onto Upwork, but I have actually problems with getting. They just don't accept me on the platform in the first place. Do you have
Yes, the
any
thing
tips with
is,
that?
I know. So what I heard from people is that they have already so many freelancers,
Mm,
and they try to accept more companies to provide the current freelancers already enough work, and then they start to accept more freelancers. But it's no problem. So it doesn't stop you. There's so many other platforms you can still join.
yeah.
Just Google out, check what they currently have, what makes sense, and stick not more than two till three, really, because otherwise it's better to focus rather one, I would say, because then you really put all your energy in one place, rather have one good account in one platform than three so average accounts that you never get hired in three, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
Also a super secret tip that I may get banned in other platforms, because I'm also in many platforms, but I have helped some people previously in other platforms that we registered together, and one as a company and one as a friend, and
Ah.
we hired each other. We did hire each other, and we did the first reviews for each other,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
because it's just ridiculous how hard it's like. Because
Mm,
you as an employer, because I also have business account, I also hire people online
yeah.
in different platforms, and I filter personally out all the ones who doesn't have any experiences, because
Yeah.
there's so many freelancers and I don't have time to deal with this,
Mm,
and so I
exactly.
want really good candidates, so I will already filter out only highly rated with job experience, and then I put other filters there. So and that happens with most of the good people who register and don't have any reviews. So that's why we have have
Mm,
helped out friends who know that so good,
yeah.
but they just can't get started. Just
Yeah.
So that's a way, wink wink,
Okay.
like I never have said that, but it's a possibility
Yeah.
that
Okay. So
you can
I
do
wrote
it.
down scamming the platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, caught
And
by Anonymous.
yeah, but that's it's good advice. So I will keep that in mind. Um, but more about your lifestyle as a digital nomad. So
Yeah.
it's always something different. Before the interview, I had a quick look at your Instagram, and it's kind of crazy. And just how does a normal day look like? Is a normal day even?
Yes. So, first of all, everything is not cool as it looks from my Instagram. My Instagram looks very cool.
Yeah.
But of course, but I of course, and as everybody, everybody in social media, we post our highlights, right? But I work a lot, and I work every day at least 8 hours. I have
Yeah.
my weekends off as normal people, everybody. And I have my own routine, which is just not 9 to 5. It's different, but I have my own routine, which is just created by myself, what suits me the best. And it's so much more healthier in a sense that if I feel more tired, or I can sleep longer and then work till late night. I can even work at 2 a.m. if I'm like crazy inspired and really on a move and want to do something.
Yeah.
So you can really work when you are the best at it. Like you feel the most inspired, fresh, motivated, and you get the things done like so much more faster and with a better vibe. And the result is so much better. But the normal day looks the same. I wake up, I have shower, I eat breakfast, I read, I work. Then in the lunchtime, I always do something fun. I love to live in cool cities nearby the sea. So usually every day I would go at the seaside or somewhere in the
Oh,
nature.
nice.
So so every lunchtime I take off for at least few hours, get some sun, do some swimming, walk around, have nice lunch, and then I would work again. And then in
Yeah.
the evenings I do always something fun, and work on my hobbies, so, and or my own project. So for Safety Wing I work like 30 hours per week, but then in the evenings I would also work for my e-course,
Yeah.
other projects. I do consultation, and also I'm working as a side project that is not launched yet, but will be launched in few months. I will also launch a e-shop with eco
Oh,
products.
okay. Cool.
So I do other projects as well, and in the night times, I do my hobbies. So studying a new language, I'm learning Spanish, and also I do. I'm starting now again salsa classes because I love dancing. Go out with friends, have nice dinner, have some drinks, whatnot, walk around, and so on. And in the weekends, I would do road trips, discover the place where I am. And usually I mostly love to travel in the winter time in South America,
Yeah.
and have been in Asia, but I prefer South America the most. And summertime, from May till August, September, I'm always in Europe, because Europe is like, it's amazing, great weather, then so many cool countries still to visit. Also
Yeah.
visiting every summer my friends and family in Estonia.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much my life.
Sounds sounds good.
Yeah. I have now been more than 40 countries and
Wow.
lived and worked in US, Costa Rica, Colombia, Peru, many times. In every year I also go to Brazil. I love Brazil. Now in February I'll be in few months in Mexico again, also in Rio, South Africa, Asia, Bali, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore. Yeah, many places, and
Amazing.
many places in Europe.
And from the living costs,
Yeah.
would you say it's about the same as if you would just settle in, yeah, like Central Europe, or because I can imagine that sometimes
Yeah.
it's actually cheaper, but you still have to have all the traveling and
Yeah. So the thing is, it's so funny that you just asked it, because I had a friend today texting me on Facebook who was like, "Hey, I want to have lunch with my old friends this week. Are you free? Are you in Thailand?" I was like, "No, I'm in Estonia, but not in Thailand. La la la. I'll be in Thailand till that date, and then I'll go to Mexico. Blah blah." I was like, "Why are you all the time leaving?" And I was like, "You know what? I work online. I can travel. Why not to do it? Also, with the same amount of money, I just have so much better life quality. And I don't feel cold every time I step out of the door.
yeah.
And about the living cost, it's crazy, crazy, crazy expensive. Like Estonia has been getting more and more expensive every time I go back. So I go back like twice per year, and every time I can see, I'm like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like from the Airbnbs I rent till the food I eat out in restaurant, it's just ridiculous. I feel sorry for money when I'm long time in Estonia already, because everything is half or less in Mexico, and even like 3-4 times less than in Asia. And if I would be with the same money, I would have a small studio in Tallinn. With the same money, I could have like a nice big apartment with a shared big pool on the rooftop, eating out 3 times per day, every day out in restaurants, and have a cleaning lady, and pay for my salsa and classes and Spanish teacher with the same amount of money. And as I am flexible in my time, that means I can also decide when I fly. So I use a lot of pages like travel4free.com and many of those places. And also just I get alerts when I see like, okay, crazy offer to X place, and then I go. So I also spend minimum amount of money on my flights as well. So the people who have vacation on certain amount, they spend a lot because they only can go on that dates, and they have to buy that expensive ticket, that expensive hotel, and so on. When I go whenever it's cheap, and also I would stay for 3 months, and then I can buy already apartment, and then the price per month is reasonable.
That's
short time is
true.
Also always more expensive. So that's the travel hacks.
I mean, if you're so flexible, you can basically do whatever you want. I'm also very interested about this lifestyle, but I'm also thinking all the time, how is it to not have this one steady place, like that you really say, okay, this is my home, this is what I built myself up over the years. And also in relation to that, maybe how is it not difficult to remain like relationships and deep friendships when you're always moving around?
Yeah, so it's a very on point question. So first, I'll tell about the home thing, and then about the relationship things. So we have talked. So first of all, the good news is that there's many of us. There's so many growing digital nomads that we are our own team of people. We help and support each other. We keep in touch online, we support each other, and we share the same problems and issues. About the housing thing is I'm an extreme minimalist with my things. So I literally have a minimum amount of things. So basically my home is where my luggage is, because everything fits in a luggage. Of course, I have some stuff, especially winter stuff, that I keep in my dad's house, basically. So when I go to Estonia, it's freaking cold, and I can get my winter stuff out. But there are some things from the childhood. But basically, daily, when you travel a lot, you will actually realize how less you need. You barely need something. Also, if you think about your closet, there's maybe 15% or maximum 20% you actually are using. So that traveling really teaches you the value of money. I rather put in my education, daily, everyday good life, and not buying things I don't need that is worthless. So I minimize everything. I rather buy good stuff and less stuff that actually stay for a long time, and I feel good about using it, and I don't need anything that I know is actually pointless stuff. So and home base is today we have already so many like nomad hotspots where you can find concentrated nomads like yourself, and we are very like open-minded to meet, greet, help each other. So those kind of communities you can find from nomadlist.com, where you can see numbers about everything: cost of living, how many people are there, how nomads are rating the security or cost of living or Wi-Fi there,
Oh,
or
great.
how are the co-working spaces. You have all the information, all the data
Also
from
quote.
people, from nomads, with numbers online. So you can see the first usually is Jungle Bali. Every time I go there, I went there totally alone. I didn't know nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
found the community from Nomad List Slack. I figured out where to stay, which is a good area. Facebook group, I posted. I found out, oh, they have some Nomad meetups. I joined the co-working space. They had events every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I met with the first day already, like so many people, and
Amazing.
friends still I have till today. And we meet up in different parts of the world all the time. All the
That's
time.
cool.
Like after 2 weeks, I will go to a nomad cruise, which is 300 nomads. We go on a cruise ship from Barcelona. We sail across Atlantic Ocean to Brazil, and there are 300 people like me, and we will
Damn.
connect and stay friends forever.
Wow.
And it's my second cruise, and it's amazing. It's like this community is really mature right now. All the
Mm-hmm.
tools, communities, events, everything is out there. If you are brave enough to try it out and just search for the information, that's it. It's
That's
and
awesome.
home is wherever your luggage is, and wherever you decide that your home is. Like I would say, my home is Estonia, as my friends and family are here. I
Mm-hmm.
visit this place twice per month, twice per year. But also, I would say that my home is Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, because I go there every year now already for the fifth time,
Yeah.
fourth year in a row. And yeah, I feel home is another term, another way to think about it. Where do I feel home?
Mm.
I feel home in South America. I love South America. um, yeah.
Yeah. You
So
make
yeah,
your own
I
home.
don't need a house. Yeah, exactly. I don't need a house. I may buy a house now this year, shortly, for an investment only, to rent out. But I don't need a home steady if I can the same amount of money I can spend for an investment that I rent out, but then rent in different places, amazing villa, for example, in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So I don't need this whatever kind of steady house. I will buy it for investment, but I will rent it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the website you mentioned is called Nomads List.
Yeah, nomadlist.com. We can put maybe the links also. I'll send you a lot of links later so you can
Awesome.
add them for your audience. Yeah, for
Great.
sure. And about relationships, so with family and friends, I keep in touch in social media. Like with my best friends, I talk like almost every other day. With my family, I call every week at the same time via Skype. Also, my grandmother and my dad and my mom and the brothers, sisters, and so on. So every week they know that I will call wherever I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then with relationships, it's harder. I have had some relationships, like love relationships, so to say, but I have quickly understood that first of all, like, yeah, it's when you're a young person, it's better to really live and enjoy your own life. So
Okay.
I believe a lot in independency,
Yeah.
and do your best, live your best life. And if you find someone along the way who is exactly like you are and you fit together, then yeah, cool. You can have the journey together. And I see around me a lot of like nomad couples, and I think, yeah, it's most probably the only way to go. So you don't have to change your lifestyle if you love it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and keep doing the same while sharing this extremely cool experience together. That's
Mm.
basically it. But I don't really stress about it. I'm 27, so
Yeah.
not really interested though of yeah, settling down or whatever.
So
So,
you
and I
so you
also I
don't
have
see yourself
friends who
settling
are
in the near future.
no, and also after last relationship, a long time, no. But also I have good friends who are almost 40 already, and they are still nomads, traveling together, living together for over more than 10 years.
Wow.
So yes, world is changing. Everything is changing. You can do whatever you want. Nobody is telling you like, okay, now you have to settle down. Now you have to do this. No, if you want, you can be a nomad for the rest of your life if you want. Who says you can't? You can even buy investments and have your homes in, I don't know, 3 countries if you want. You can do whatever you want, really. It's like today's world is full of opportunities and you choose whatever you want to do.
I like that. I like that point. So, as the final kind of advice to people like me who also want to get into a similar position, maybe first of all, it's interesting. Do you think we all have to go to Silicon Valley now and
No.
save up for 3 months of?
No, you don't. But you definitely have to put yourself out from a comfort zone. And you have to start doing something like now. And what are those things that I think that are the most useful? So if you're in the university, be active, first thing for sure. Second of all, check out what is going on, the free educational events that are actually so cool that a lot of co-working spaces have, hackathons, different kind of lectures that are usually for students for free, that you can see that startup community in your city, in your country has. Like, I can't stretch enough like how important it is that you go out there, you meet right people, you are in a right like mindset, surrounded by right people. You learn a lot, you will see opportunities. If you don't go out, it's impossible to understand even like what's possible to do. Your podcast like this is a cool thing to also get good information. So yeah, read, listen, learn, go out, meet people, connect with people, be active in your university and so on, hackathons, and discover what is something you feel passionate about and how you can do it online. Start step by step. Also, if you have something already going on, you can do it as a side project. So I see like some people, they have their 9 to 5 work, but after 5, it's your decision what to do. Are you going out to bars, get drunk and play beer pong, or you would actually do something, educate yourself, train your skills, and start your online gig till you can switch fully on that. So yeah, it's your decision. But if you want to do this, you just have to get started. That's the most
so it's also not just I mean, for you it had a lot to do with the student like association, and you were active, or you started being active through that.
So
but it can also be a lot of different things. It's just important to do something so that people know that you exist, basically.
Yes. So I also, while in the university, was also active in hackathons and startup community events. I went to different kind of free seminars that startup people would go, and then hackathons, and met so many cool people. So that took me also. I started the Spring Hub, that is the biggest co-working space in Estonia, in Tallinn. I started that a few years ago. So that opportunity also I got because I met the startup community via hackathons and cool people, and investors approached me because I was traveling a lot and was like, hey, maybe you want to do this co-working space here, we will pay for it. So it still goes back to that you have to do stuff, like you have to go out, learn, meet people. So I did it in 2 ways, like first with university and then afterwards with startup community.
So basically when you go out and meet people there, or at least for me at this moment, there are 2 things that are valuable for me. I mean, first of all, I learn from the people, and kind of motivation and inspiration as well. But on the other hand, the people also know you, and you just grow your contacts, you grow your network. So you learn, but from that learning, you also develop your skills and may actually be able to collaborate with the people you meet at a certain point, or with somebody that they know. So,
totally. I think even you doing this podcast is like extremely smart idea. Like you will meet a lot of cool people, you will inspire others, people will listen your opinion. Like, it's brilliant. I think it's very, very good and very good focus. Like, I also feel good to give some knowledge back to people while in that age. Maybe if I would also wanted to have that time, like somebody telling me something. So
yeah,
I think,
amazing. That's really cool.
Good
stuff. Yeah, actually, a few episodes back, there was a guy telling me, like a serial entrepreneur, and he said to me, even if nobody is listening to my podcast and I get 0 cents out of this, it's still extremely valuable. And the more I do it, the more I also feel how much it already gave me just in the last like 6 months.
Yeah,
I really learned a lot. And
yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Everybody is listening to other podcasts. It's cool.
Perfect. It was fun.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot. It was really inspiring. It actually, you said at a certain point in the episode that you wrote down your goals, what you want to do in your life. And I think I did that in the beginning of this year, and digital nomadism also plays a role in there. So it's really cool to have a person on here that is basically doing what I want to do.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, good luck. You will make it.
Yeah.
I think you have the right attitude.